Honorable members, my guidance has been sought by Honorable Ablakwa as to the fact that the minority members have been captured on pages 4 and 5 up to pages 6, 7, and 8 as being absent without permission. The other issues that your contributions have raised have to do with the definition of walkout and boycott. In the last submission by the Deputy Minority Whip has raised a very serious matter of the fact that, from his knowledge, some members were not present yesterday, but they've been captured as being present. That's a very serious allegation and indictment on the officers of Parliament. Honorable members, on the issue of attendance, Article 97(1)(c) is very, very clear. Article 97(1)(c) says, a member of Parliament shall vacate his seat in Parliament. C, if he is absent without the permission in writing of the Speaker, and he is unable to offer a reasonable explanation to the Parliamentary Committee on Privileges from 15 sittings of a meeting of Parliament during any period that Parliament has been summoned to meet and continues to meet. The import of that article is to the effect that, yes, a member can choose not to attend the sittings of Parliament. A member, if he wants not to attend, but wants to be recorded as being absent because a permission has been granted, that permission has to be granted by the Speaker in writing. That is what guides attendance to the House. So you can choose to attend and you can choose not to attend. Now, when you choose not to attend, depending on your own action, you could be marked as absent, and that means without permission, or absent with permission. Now, the with permission means there's evidence, not oral, but in writing, that the Speaker has granted you that permission to be absent. And so the burden will now shift onto you as a group to show evidence that my good self has granted you permission to absent yourselves in writing, not verbal. We have two documents. One is the official report. The official report will definitely capture what the minority leader stated that day, that any time a colleague of yours is to attend court proceedings, you will solidarize with that colleague and you will be absent to participate with that colleague in the court proceedings. So the official report will capture that. Now, anytime you want to do so, if you want the permission in writing of the Speaker, you have to seek it. If you don't seek it and you don't have it, you will be recorded as absent. And that is without permission. I cannot come and use any verbal language or words to grant you permission. It must be in writing. And so I think the table office is right in saying that you've been absent without permission. That is what our rules say. Now, walkout means you have attended sitting. And during the course of the proceedings, something might have cropped up that you totally disagree with. You will have made contributions yourself, but you want to draw the attention of the public, particularly the Ghanaian citizens, of your revulsion as to what took place on the floor of the House. So you walk out and go and address the public. In mature democracies, after that, you come back to continue the proceedings of the day. If you feel strongly and you want to continue, you don't return to the floor. That is a walkout. A boycott, you just don't attend the sitting. You boycott the business. It doesn't necessarily mean the whole day. No. The House, for example, could suspend sitting, and you know that the next item is something that you disagree with. You can decide to boycott that item on the order paper, and that will be a boycott. That is not a walkout because you don't attend. You don't come and sit when the matter is raised, then you walk out. That will be a walkout, not a boycott. In Ghana, we take representation in Parliament seriously. The attendance of parliamentary proceedings is taken seriously. Now we define it not to only include plenary sessions, but also to include committee meetings. And you know committee meetings is also part of plenary sessions, or other businesses of the House, which has compelled you to be even outside the presence of Parliament. But that should be on record. In the UK, for example, they rather take the representation of the electorate seriously. And so a member can decide not to come to plenary sessions for months. And there is no law that will disqualify the MP or say that the MP should be taken as having vacated his or her seat. They don't have that in their laws. But our constitution is very clear on this, which meant that we place a high premium on attendance in the House. That is why 15 sitting days, if you are absent, you are considered to have vacated your seat. But you have to be given the opportunity to appear before a committee, and in this case, Committee of Privileges, to explain why you've been absent continuously for the 15 days. And that explanation is usually what is sought by the Privileges Committee. We are not agreed as to whether the decision of the Privileges Committee is final or the matter has to be brought to the plenary session for debate and decision. You recall the outstanding matter involving the 3 other MPs, which has not yet been resolved by this House. I've called on leadership to let us handle the matter because I've given a ruling on it through experiential learning, not the technical meaning of the words in the Constitution, the purposeful meaning of the words is what I used, and I want it handled on the floor of this House. A matter referred by Parliament to a committee for deliberation and report, the committee is obliged to report to the House. I stand by it, because when the report comes in, sometimes you are aware that there can be a minority position that could prevail on the floor of the House. And you recall that some years ago, as a minority leader, I was able to convince the House to disagree with the decision of a committee, and my decision was upheld by the House. So I speak from experience, not only in Ghana, other parliaments, where the Constitution wants the decision of the committee to be final, the Constitution says so. They only say they should report to the House for information, and that is the situation dealing with the Finance Committee and the Minister for Finance, where on emergency situation, the Minister could directly get in touch with the Committee on Finance for some withdrawals to be made, and then later on, the committee can report to the House about that activity or process. But it is not for us to take a decision. It's just for our information. So I think that the table office is right in recording you as absent without permission. As to the third issue of some members that are alleged to have absented themselves yesterday, but their names are recorded as being present, is a matter that will be investigated. We have to investigate it, and I've always been on the table office, and in this case now, the journals unit handle attendance. We have to investigate to see why, if what the allegation says is true, how come their names are recorded as being present yesterday? And that one will take action, and the sanctions will be applied. So I thank you for drawing the attention of the Speaker and the whole House to this matter.